Welcome to Fair Game. I'm Kristine Leahy, and my guest today is the UFC Women's Featherweight Champion. She'll put her belt on the line against Amanda Nunes later this year at UFC 232 in Las Vegas. Cris Cyborg, thanks for coming in today. And we were just chatting a little bit, and you said that you get nervous sometimes in interviews. I would be terrified if I stepped into the octagon, so you have nothing to be worried about right here. The idea of someone like punching my face is terrifying to me. Is that something that you ever get used to?
Before I never think I'd be a fighter, and then I always play all sports, and I also know I have the potential for be a fighter too. And after I start practicing, training, and I feel like it's something you protect yourself. Somebody gonna touch you, you need to touch back for protect yourself. This I feel when I fight.
I love too that you also teach women self-defense, and a lot of women, and myself included, I'm sometimes nervous that a guy will come up to me and that I won't be able to defend myself or that I'll freeze. And they say it's really important to learn self-defense just so you feel armed. What kind of things are you teaching?
I started one boot camp for only girls. The name is Pink Belt Fitness.
Love it.
It's like only for girls, no need to be a fighter. Actually, I wanted girls no fighting for learning what mixed martial arts. And they protect ourselves too, self-defense. I talk a little bit about my lifestyle, what I train, and the girls meet each other and we keep touch after the camps, and they're really nice, It does help girls be, protect yourself if something happens, bad, somebody touch you, can offend, hold their arm, it's very important to make the girls feel good.
And sometimes it's not even that you're going to physically have to use that, it's just knowing that, right, like if someone were to come up to me, I'm okay, and so you kind of give off that air of confidence.
Yeah, it's something you're going to work if somebody stronger than you, but it's going to work, and then people don't wait till you're going to defend you, it's something surprise them too.
I have to come to one of these classes.
I'm
signed up for whatever is the next one, I'm gonna come. So I was doing some research last night, and I noticed that you made a cameo in Bad Baby's music video called Juice. How did that happen?
My manager met her manager and then start talking, and then we hear about she's really like street fight, and then talk about me a little bit for her. And then I say, okay, we can do this, but I want you to come to my gym, because I would like to teach her some mixed martial arts. I think mixed martial arts can change lives too, and they can teach some discipline, can teach a lot of things. And she's very young, and I'm a pleasure to be her clip music.
Well, it's interesting that you say you can teach her, because most people know her as the Cash Me Outside girl from Dr. Phil, and she's troubled, and she called all of the audience members hoes. She wanted to physically fight her mother. So in a way, are you kind of mentoring her or helping her channel her anger elsewhere?
I have one teenager in my house, 13 years old. And it's a kid, 15 years old, I think a lot of things she can learn, and have to see how her parents teach her too. Have a lot of things going on, and for sure if we train together, I show my lifestyle for her. I have a lot of things, bad things in my life too when I was a kid. And then I use this for be a different person. I try this for be challenging myself. And I think I have a lot of things, a lot of story I can tell her, and it maybe can change it, how she see what's going on in her life, and be the better kid, better person, and be example.
Well, let's get into that, you as a kid, because I'm always really interested with fighters, especially what makes them start fighting. So for you, do you remember when it was or what happened?
Fun thing, I have like my dad, my parents divorced, they're not together, my dad had problems with alcohol, and start practice sport helped me delete this. It's something I avoid, make me happy when I do practice sport. I wasn't a fighter, but I was play handball. Handball, like, it's one game, more in Europe than in America. People usually don't know too much. But I start practice sport for me can change, make me happy. And then sometimes you find other way for you can, fix all the problems you have.
As a woman, was it hard for you or difficult at times to kind of excel in a sport that used to be predominantly male?
In the beginning, when I started training in the gym, just only me, the girl. Have like 40 guys training, And usually guys think you go to the gym for date. You know,
Okay.
and
Not
then you,
me.
yeah, and you have to go over there and show why you're there. You know, show
Yeah.
no, I want to be a fighter. You know, but it's always you then put you sideways. You know, like don't believe you, and you have to like prove every day why you're there.
So
Now
they
it's
thought you were
changed.
there for a date?
They don't look you like they don't respect you.
Okay.
Like you're gonna be a fighter. It's before then see like it's a one man sport. And every day I'm improved. I start training with guys, and the guys punch me, I punch back. I don't give up. A lot of times I get out the gym, I was crying because you feel then strong to you too, and you need to not give up. And then this is really my challenge. Keep going. The hardest is gonna be, but I was continue going there, and then I start to win it. I start show them why I'm there, and then start to respect me. You know, I think for you can get a respect, you have to show the respect too. And I was there showing why I'm in the gym training, and they want to be a fighter.
Was there a moment when you knew you had their respect finally?
Yes, when I start to fight back. You know, I start to fight back, and then I show in everyday discipline, training, come to the gym. You know, and then when I have the bad situation, I don't quit. I still going. I think this is you can show then you want to be there.
One of the things that I love about UFC, though, is I really feel like it's one of the only sports where people are just as interested, if not more, in the female side than the male side. Do you feel that too?
Change, you know, a lot of people want to see the girls fighting,
Yes.
and they feel excited. It make me really happy.
Yeah.
Because when I start training, nobody wants girls fight, and then UFC. Then I said never gonna have a girls at UFC, and a lot of events, and now you can see the girls bring the family to watch. And this is making me really happy. Show me I'm doing right what I'm doing.
Okay, let's talk about your next fight. It's against Amanda Nunes.
Yes.
You called her a traitor to Brazil, which is pretty harsh.
I know, pretty harsh.
Why is she a traitor?
The one thing first, I think she's calling me out, and the both Brazilian. I always have a dream to see the other Brazilians champion. And other thing, I saw she's at the corner, the one girl against one Brazilian. You know, and she's a side Brazilian side. And the other thing too, she's have one guy train with her, like partner training, and they speak a lot of bad things about Brazilians. And she's never step out for defend our country. She's never say, and I think this is traitor, you know. Doesn't matter, I may have Brazilian American citizenship. And it doesn't matter, I never forget where I came from. And if somebody, my partner, say anything about Brazil, I kick his out of the gym because I don't think it's right. And I think she's never stepped out for our country, and she's never did because I call her creonte in Portuguese.
Why would she say bad things about Brazil?
Some people like to do this for promote them fights. I don't think it's cool. Some people talk about family, some people talk about countries, you know. I don't think this is cool style to say. You know, I think you can use other things for you promote a fight, but you know, the fight is very different way. But this guy is Colin Covington. Say a lot of things about Brazilians, and it's not cool. And actually, then he's supposed to fight in Brazil, and the UFC thinks no safe he's going to Brazil because after everything he said, and then they change it for other place. You also said you are going to kill her in the cage. Is that trash talk, or does that just really show your animosity for her?
You know, I'm gonna do what I always do. You know, I go to there, I go fighting. It's nothing personal because you know I go over there. It's a fight. You know, both are gonna be ready to fight, and I'm gonna do the best I can. And we have 5 rounds, but I can finish the fight sooner. I will.
You technically have one more fight left in your UFC contract. When you're done with that, what's next?
You know, I really would like to see the options I have. Mm-hmm. You know, it's in my. I have a big dream, do one boxing fight, and I think McGregor opened the door for this happen. But I want to see the options, you know, where I can fight, what's the option, the other events. But I really happy with UFC, but I want to see the option, my value, in the in the industry.
Sure. You also, a fight I think everyone wanted to see was you against Ronda Rousey. That never happened, yes. And now she's in WWE. Maybe you go to WWE, maybe there's a fight with Ronda Rousey. Does that sound appealing to you?
You know, I don't know if she's gonna agree one day about this because you know we will start talk about I'm going to Florida for training at the gym, for WWE Prime training, and after they start talk about this, they say no, you know I think she's don't agree about that, but I think if your fans would like to see this fight that never happened, maybe WWE is gonna be nice
gonna be cool. I don't know.